Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how the Focus in Canvas grade passback works. So in the next few slides, I'm going to show you how it works. So there are a few things that are required before we even begin to start passing back grades to Focus. So in the next slide, I'm going to show you how you're going to go into assignments and create assignment groups that are exact replicas of what is in Focus for our assignment category. So your diagnostic, your formative, and summative. You can, if you're not going to pass back grades that are diagnostic, you don't need to do that, but I'm going to show you how to do formative and summative. So here we are within the course, and over on the left-hand side, we're going to click on assignments. So I'm going to click on assignments, and then over here on the right, we're going to click on assignment groups. And so and it has to be exactly as it is on the grade book. So diagnostic, hit save, and then we're going to create a new group, call it formative, hit save. And then the last one is summative and hit save. And that's it. So you need to remember these 5 requirements for success. The first thing that your assignment has to have is a title, and it has to be under 50 characters. The second thing that your assignment has to have is a due date, and it has to fall within the grading period that you want it to sync to. So if I'm in grading period 1, I need to have a date that falls within grading period 1 for it to sync to Focus. If I add a date and a due date is in grading period 2, it's not going to sync if we're currently in grading period 1. The third thing is you have to do the assignment group. So it has to be something that matches that is in Focus, whether it be summative, formative, or diagnostic. The fourth thing is there's a little button you have to click to sync to the SIS. So when you're creating the assignment or editing the assignment, you do have to check this box. And the last thing to make sure that it will pass back to Focus is that you assign to everyone. So let's take a look at what this will look like. So here's my assignment. It's already created, but I need to edit it. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click the edit button. I already have a title. I need to assign it to the assignment group. So in this case, I'm going to make it a formative. I'm going to give it a point value. And then I have to make sure that I click this sync to Focus. It is assigned to everyone, and I do need to put a due date. So let's say I say August 17th is my due date. And at the very end, at the bottom right corner, you're going to click Save. So now this assignment is ready to sync to the Focus gradebook. The one thing to avoid when you are working with grade passback between Focus and Canvas is any cross-listing needs to be done before the first grade is passed back to Focus. So it's kind of like when you combine tabs. If you uncombine tabs, it makes the grades go away in Focus. It's the same thing for when you cross-list students in Canvas. If you've never cross-listed before, it's probably not going to affect you if you haven't done it in previous years. What to do if you run into an issue? One of the main things that will help you and save you if there is an error when you're trying to pass a grade back and it gives you an error message is to use this button. It's called Remaster Grade Passback, and I'm going to show you in a moment on where to find this in your Canvas course. So here we are in a course, and I had an error with one of the grades I passed back. So what do I need to do? So over here on the left-hand side, there is a button that says Grade Sync. So I'm going to click on that button. And it will show you a history and if they were successful or unsuccessful. But to actually, if there was an error, all I need to do is click on the settings and then click on this button to remaster grade Passback. Sometimes this is helpful. We've talked to other districts and it's helpful like at the end of a grading period. We're getting ready to start the second grading period. Oftentimes there might be some errors when we switch from grading period 1 to grading period 2. So remastering your grade Passback will reset things to the default and it should work again. And if you're still having issues, it's always good to reach out to Canvas, or you can reach out to our Learning Technologies team and we can try to support and help you. One thing to keep in mind is that we will be establishing with all high schools grading periods in Canvas. So what's going to happen is any assignment that has a due date in grading period 1 will fall in the gradebook for grading period 1. When you go to your grades tab, it will only show grading period 1. And then when we move into grading period 2, all the assignments will disappear from your gradebook in Canvas, and you will only see assignments that have due dates in grading period 2. You can always go back and look at the assignments, whether they be in modules or assignments, but it won't actually show up in the grades and average into the grade for that particular grading period in Canvas. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And if you have any questions, you can always call the Canvas support hotline at 877-249-4204, or you can reach out to our Learning Technologies team, and we would love to help and support you in this new endeavor with the grade Passback between Focus and Canvas. Have a great school year.